Let's take you to this story now. Search and recovery efforts are continuing this morning for a body of a 21-year-old man who was swept away by the Klip River in the south of Johannesburg. The man drowned alongside 18-year-old Ayaphiwa Ndothi, whose body was discovered on Wednesday. EMS has until tomorrow to find the body before they can hand over the investigations to police. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana following that story for us, and she joins us live. Let's talk to you. My goodness, this is a terrible, terrible story. Let's begin with the discovery of the body yesterday. The family talked to us about how they're coping with that, but at the same time, there is this search for the 21-year-old man who is understood to have drowned alongside Ayaphiwa.
Well, Xoli, yesterday might have been the end of a search for Ayaphiwa Ndothi's family, but it was the beginning of a moment of grieving. You'd understand that the family, has been actually hoping to, hear about the body of their 18-year-old. And when they heard that there was a female body that was recovered on the other side of the stream, then that was quite a relief. And when they went to Deep Kloof mortuary, they couldn't identify her. As they said, she was covered by mud. And then yesterday, finally, without even having to conduct a DNA test, then the family members were able to identify Ayaphiwa Ndothi's body. A sad moment it was, Xoli, to the family, because now it meant that they had to accept that Ayaphiwa is no longer there. And obviously now we are, here, and the SAPS and EMS are continuing with their search and rescue efforts to look for the body of a 21-year-old male that also was swept away with Ayaphiwa on Saturday. We saw his family parked not far from the stream, and really it's a moment of just we could see that they've accepted that he's no longer there, but what they would like to see now is actually seeing the body of their son. And obviously after they heard that Ayaphiwa's body has been discovered, that restored a bit of hope to say their son could also possibly be found in the stream. You'd understand, Xoli, that today we are on day 6 of the search, and the EMS has mentioned that after tomorrow, which will be day 7, then they will take a break for about 3 days and hopefully, hear something. Maybe the body, will resurface or something like that. And then they'll hand over the matter to the SAPS to continue with investigations. They're also on the ground assisting with their chopper in terms of trying to see if, the 21-year-old male's body will not be found the same way Ayaphiwa Ndothi's body was found on Wednesday.
Zola, there is a police chopper behind you, and it looks as though it's about to start. Talk to us about the presence of the police there. What does that signify?
Xoli, what we are seeing is really joint efforts between, the EMS and the SAPS, because EMS officials have been paddling in the stream up until, actually they've been paddling for about 7 kilometers until the bridge, and we are told that the SAPS has also been assisting in terms of making sure that they could, possibly see the body maybe when they are airborne, and that's the kind of assistance that they are offering right now. And we're told that this is what they do throughout the day to ensure that they don't leave any stones unturned as far as this river is concerned. And Xoli, you might understand that they've been spending a lot of time in this particular area, and we are told that this is where the ritual happened. Hence they spent quite a lot of time here, and we are told that there are pipes underneath the stream, and they're trying to make sure that maybe the body is not under, these pipes or trapped, because they said on day 5 they're expecting the body to start floating, but that was not the case. And they are hoping that maybe if it does not float by today or tomorrow, then definitely on day 8 or going forward, then the body will start floating, considering the fact that also it's very, very hot. So by now, it must be on the surface.
All right. Zola Sholwana, thank you very much for that update. And the search continues for the body of the 21-year-old man. And she's explained it quite thoroughly to us, Zola Sholwana, saying that it is now a joint effort as that police chopper takes to the skies. They are trying to see if they are able to trace the body. The understanding is that by now, as Zola explains, the body would possibly be floating somewhere, and so that police chopper is possibly going to try and circulate along the river stream, trying to see if they're able to identify anything. It is a tragic story, one that reminds us of the dangers involved at times, and so we need to be extra careful, whatever it is that we do.